What's up, my brother? Have you ever felt like you're playing League properly, you're capturing flags, you're rotating correctly, but you're still losing? That's usually not because you are bad, it's because your runner isn't meta. So today, I'm gonna show you the meta runners that actually perform better in League right now. This is not a ranking and it's not EX only, there are just runners that win games. Before we start, quick disclaimer, this list is not in particular order. Also, meta doesn't mean broken, meta means consistent, reliable, and useful across many matches, not just one lucky game. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start with Gear 5 Luffy as a runner. Even right now, he's still one of the strongest runners in League. Why? Because he doesn't play like a normal runner. He can capture flags, fight attackers, stall defenders, and even defend flags if needed. That flexibility is huge. Most runners are forced to disengage when pressure comes. Gear 5 can stay, apply pressure, and still do runner objectives. That's why he's still meta. Next is EX Law. Now, Law is a runner that depends on timing. If you mess up his skill 2, yeah, you are gonna struggle. But if your timing is clean, he's scary. You can bait defenders, force skills, teleport and capture flags while enemies panic. Yes, he has a counter. Yes, he's manageable. But in the hands of someone patient, still one of the best runners in the current meta. Next up is Roger V2. Roger V2 is still very relevant, especially because of status effect. He can stun enemies, which is good, interrupt captures, very useful, and punish units that rely on momentum. He does really well against characters that are weak to status or status effect. And yes, he can still deal with Gear 5 if played correctly. It means he can clap that Gear 5 Luffy, which is good though. But we're not focusing on Gear 5. But the thing is, a lot of players are using Gear 5 in the meta. So clapping those Gear 5 is huge when using Roger V2. And yeah, he's a runner. So you don't need to overthink Roger. Just stun, pressure, and capture. Simple, effective, that's why he's still in the meta. Now let's talk about Bounty Fest. Niji is still one of the best BF runners out there in my opinion. His perfect dodge teleport is insanely useful, especially against Kuzan, against wide range skills, against treasure covering attacks, which is very helpful for him. You perfect dodge, teleport in, and suddenly you are on top of the enemy or you clap one of the defenders already. So if you get lucky, you clap them. If not, you still create pressure and open flags, which is what we need when playing League. And Niji is doing that. So that mobility is why Niji stays in the meta. He's good though. Very good. Next is Rob Lucci. And I'll be honest, Lucci plays more like an attacker than a runner. So yes, he's harder to use. Not everyone will feel comfortable with him, but once you master Lucci, he's still a very strong runner. He applies pressure, forces fights, and creates space for teammates to capture flags. And that's what you need. That's what you really need to do when playing Lucci as an attacker. But I think that's how you approach him though. You have to create space, and if you got lucky and you clap the attacker or the enemy, you can capture the flag. And Lucci can do that though. That's why I think he's still good in the meta. Some people might say no, some people might say he's bad, but brother, it's not easy to use Lucci in the current meta, but he's still good as a runner. Next is EX Oden. Yes, he is still here. He's not overpowered, he's not weak. Oden is tanky. He can survive as a runner, which is good when fighting. And we all know that the meta right now is full of insane damage output, and Oden can survive it. And I think that is huge for a runner. He's also very good at clutching games, but the problem is not Oden, in my opinion. The problem is how people play him. Most Odins I see are fighting everyone and not capturing flags. 100% brother. If you actually play him as a runner, he can still win matches in the current meta. But again, everyone is just fighting when using Oden. Now this one is annoying. Egghead Jinbe is an extremely annoying runner. Yes sir. If you build capture speed on him, he becomes very hard to stop, in my opinion. It feels like he won't get interrupted, he won't get pushed off, he just keeps on capping. That's huge for league games though, and for clutching. And as a runner, that's huge. He might not look flashy, but brother, he can clutch matches, and that's insane. Next is Davy Back Sanji, and I'll say this. He's harder to use in the current meta, but still viable. He can hit hard, defend flags, apply pressure while running objectives. That mix is valuable for runners. He's not top tier, but he's still meta capable. Last on my list is Egghead Nami. She's not broken, she's not weak, she's a rat runner, and I mean that in a good way, okay? If you play smart, avoid fights, sneak captures, rotate constantly, she can absolutely clutch games. But you have to play her like a runner, not a fighter. And I think that applies to every runner that's on my list, okay? Because usually players, they use those runners to attack. Insane. Now, I know some of you are thinking, what about EX Sabo? Here's the thing. Winning one match doesn't mean a unit is meta. Play 50 matches using only Sabo and you will feel it. He struggles against current damage output, against common counters, when trying to survive during captures. That's why he's not on this list. And listen, if a runner not on my list works for you, that just means you mastered that character, and that's completely fine. And if you master it, that's good for you. Keep on using that character as long as it works for you. You're doing a great job, by the way. So that's my meta runners right now. Let me know your meta runners in the comments. And that's it for this video, my brother. You know the drill. Stay salty and stay awesome. Salty rock. Now signing off.